I can't see the screen.
Yes, you are audible, Mr. Matlo.
Okay.
Did you press something?
I have no idea. I just didn't press anything. It's just. But,
Eric, we having an issue.
Can you put the FQIs for those with the website? Can just go to the website. At the bottom of the website, there's FQIs, FAQ, frequently asked questions. Sorry about that. And then we can work from there. On the FAQ, can I use this to see? I did some change. Where they wait, it's got them. So I assume then we can just jump into it. I cannot see if we have displayed anything because I'm in the dark, but I will go through. I'll assume now we are on number 1 on the 99-year list. Renganuni, can you confirm that we are there? I cannot see anything.
Yes, sir, we are on the first one.
Oh, first page. Okay. The 99 years list. All the homes at CMC 01 are sold on 99-year list. The list is 99 years and perpetuity, meaning each time the property changes house, hence the lease resets to 0 for another 99 years. So what basically means is that you must remember that we want to sell homes. That is our job, and we want people who buy homes from us to be able to sell homes. Remember that you are in the rural area; it's very difficult to sell homes. So that's why we are taking our land out of, even though it's in the rural areas, but we are moving it to a city, sort of fish. We are teaching so that people can be able to sell and buy homes anytime. When it comes to when the lease, if somebody stays there and they maybe passed away, and then the house goes to the children, the lease reset from 0 again. The minute every time when the house changes hands, it reset to 0. If you sell the house on year 89, it reset to 0. So it's another 99 years. Thank you very much. And then number 2, in relation to resale, remember that we want people to buy or sell always anytime that they want. The property is yours to buy, which is you, the people. When you buy, you get a title deed, and then you can sell it anytime when you choose. But all our sales and everything is managed by Mbashi Property Services and Auctioneers and Dr. Chavela Property Services under the leadership and mentorship of Keller Williams North, the real estate Keller North Williams, the American company. The Keller Williams, I know some people have been going up and down with me. You know them, they've been at all our events at Akamulepo. And then one of the reasons why they join us is that we promise them exclusivity in relation that they have to mentor these 2 companies, Mbashi Property Services and Chavela Property Services. So for so that Chavela Property Services and Mbashi Property Services can be standalone companies when we go to CMC 0. The next one is the golf course and CMC 0 for entertainment seat. So these 2 companies in the first couple of years, they'll be all under the mentorship and the leadership of Keller North Williams. Number 3. On number 3, we have the levy. It includes the levy includes our security, the full maintenance, the landscaping for common property, garden services for each individual house, exterior maintenance of each home, insurance of each building, and all facilities have internet access. Shuttle to the shop and garden. All the shuttle will be free for residents. If you want to go to the shop, your home, you just call a shuttle, comes and pick you up, takes you to the mall, it's free. And then number 4, when you stay with us, there is a free meal allowance for 400 rand per person. It means when you stay at our village every month, the bank will give you 400 rand, and then you can take that 400 rand. You can only use it on our food, and you can only use it at our restaurants. You can only use it at our shop. Remember that this 400 rand is one of the promises I made to foreign restaurateur to come to South Africa to say, listen, each and every person who stays there, I'm going to give them a certain money, or we're going to spend a certain money so that they can go and spend that certain money on those restaurants. The idea is to get those restaurants never to go down under with our 400 rand. Hopefully you'll like the food, you'll like the taste, then you'll start going on your own with your own money, etc, etc. And then number 5 is the rates and tax. They are all fixed and they are part of the bond structures. So nobody will ever see you paying bond and rates and tax. It's because they are part of the bond. Number 6, we have Risuna Water Services. They are going to provide for us wastewater treatment and purification plant. And then their system, in plain English, you see the water that you buy from the shop. When you go out, you have like this reverse osmosis, whatever. Osmosis. Yeah, those fancy words. That means even the water from our toilet will be in that quality. Thank you very much. Number 7, additional cost. You remember that there's electricity and gas connection fee for those people who fall outside the missing middle. You remember that our market is the missing middle. 110 hectares is for the missing middle. They're not paying anything. But when you jump up, or when you are outside the missing middle, that means you are going to be paying for the connection fee, for the gas, for the water, for the electricity, and etc. And then just in case when you want to redo your house or do whatever, you want to customize, you know that whatever you amount you customize your house with, 12% will come to us, to the holding company. And then remember that nobody can build in our home except our corporate companies. So even if you want to use your own company, you're still going to pay us for not using us. And number 8, purchasing procedure. For our target market, there's no deposit. On signature, they will have 15 days to get a bond from any financial institution of their choice. For those who fall outside the missing middle, once they sign the contract to purchase a home, a deposit is required within 15 days of signature. Remember that the missing middle, they are our people. So we have a structure for them. They're not going to pay for anything. It's only those who force us out the missing middle. Some of you already know that we're moving up and down, or we are partnering, or we have partnered with Standard Bank and Access Bank. Access Bank has been with us from the beginning, and now with Old Mutual and ABSA. So all of them agreed that they will fund the missing middle our way. Again, so it means even if when you don't have money, etc, you earn a certain amount, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, we just call, there's a system that we're going to use to help you and your family to be able to acquire homes at CMC 01. And also we have a group of Chinese that put money together that are coming, that they will be financing only homes. So you'll have many options in terms of where you are getting money for the bond, etc. Also, you must be aware that those people who are getting contracts or who have contracts who are going to work at CMC, irregardless of what is happening, if they don't have land there or stand there or they didn't register there, the contracts, even when it comes, they don't give it to them. There's nothing I can do. We start at where we are staying at our home before we go further. And remember to register for a home now. We don't want your money. We are not taking anything. It's just doing it for free. Please, you are advised to do that. And then number 9, access. Once you are registered, you'll be able to apply for biometric fingerprint, and then you'll have access to the village at will. And number 10, all children that are born at our village, we have an agreement with CMC, with Momentum, that they put their hospitals. How we end up having a Momentum agreement is that in the beginning, we were struggling with the insurance. So when we were doing the insurance thing, with a company called Avoid Corporate Health. Avoid Corporate Health is owned by the Mahuma. They are in Northwest originally. And then when we started talking, because of the amount of things that needed to do, they brought another insurance company called Rand Health. From Rand Health, they brought Momentum. And then when we're forming our insurance company called CMC Insurance Company, which will be mentored by those companies that I've already mentioned, we were talking with another company called Kunye, the Chinese one. They're coming for the old age and the genetic research facilities, and they have a hospital wings. So when we're still in that meeting, Momentum's asked that they take the hospital. So that's how our hospital end up being a Momentum hospital. So children who are born at the Momentum Hospital that attend our school, CMC, from primary to high school, when they reach 18, there's a large sum of 2% that they receive, once-off payoff, large sum that goes to them, as long as their parents are still title deed holders of CMC 01 or any of the CMC villages. And then the child will receive that 2% windfall payment. And that 2%, they will receive it only once they turn 18. They will not receive it again after 18. So it means they with their 2% will be in millions. They'll be able to lose and be able to understand, and hopefully with their 2% they can be able to buy. It will be enough to buy for them homes at CMC 078 at that time. Next, oh, wait. Okay, we are still on the birth. Okay, we're still okay. In relation to energy, there's a Medcam renewable energy solution. Medcam renewable energy is a collaboration between 3 companies, Botswana, a KZN company, and another one. And together they trade as Medcam renewable energy. What they have done is that they've put together about, I think, 11 million USD is for a 10 megawatt power station that will be generating electricity for the 200 hectares residential area only. And then, so we expect never to ever to have load shedding for those people. And remember that not only is Medcam providing that power generation, our agreement including them assembling solar panels, solar geyser, outdoor light, and I don't remember the fourth one. They all have to assemble them at our warehouse, at CMC industrial areas. So, and then number 2, we have the hydrogen power plant. Originally, we used to call it Hoshima Khape Molepo, but the gentleman called Mashotla Molepo fought with me, says I cannot use the name Molepo without his permission. So we took out the name Makhape Molepo, which of course I was trying to honor the chief of Molepo. What a gentleman. I was trying to honor the chief of Molepo, or we're trying to do the right thing, saying maybe all our village should carry some of their names. I want to tell you about Hoshima Khape Molepo, or Hoshi Molepo. When we were struggling or having problem with the politics and going up and down, I was smuggled into Hoshi Molepo by Princess Makhoba and the president of Limpopo Chamber of Commerce and Industry. You must remember the number of businesses that are coming to Molepo. They were feeling uncomfortable, especially with the violence that was directed towards me and the threats that were directed towards me. I'm going to say this. Hoshima Khape Molepo is the only chief, the only king that we have ever sat down with him and talked to him, and he never asked for money, never asked for bribe, never asked for anything that didn't belong to him, and asked that we put his people first. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you that he's an honorable man, and then he's an honorable chief. I hope Batuwa Molepo know that they have somebody who really, truly cares about the development of Molepo or Twana. I wish the other youth can actually go to Khoro on Tuesday and hear what he has to say or what he says. You'll understand that we are on the right track. I will forever be appreciative and grateful that I have a leader like him, because I know he'll always do the right thing. Thank you very much. And then, oh yes, in relation to the hydrogen power unit, we have an agreement with DMCA. DMCA is owned by a Nigerian guy called Chris. I forgot this, Adebayo. And then Chris is a genius. He created a machine that can actually generate electricity that can power the whole Polokwane, and then it doesn't need a lot of things. Just need a little bit of service. It need a couple of money, then we are done. So Chris, me and him, we went into an agreement some while ago, but you know, Nigerian and our personality, we end up clashing. But because we clashed and we separated, it doesn't mean that I don't believe in his product. He's a genius. When I say I'm talking about a genius, I'm talking about people like him. So, and then with his system, there's so many end user things that we can do with his system in terms of hydrogen, etc. So, but while we are going up and down, we still have an agreement or a communication with University of Limpopo, so that they are part of this, because they're also having master students who are doing the hydrogen degrees or hydrogen, whatever it is that is fancy. So what we are doing is that at the moment is them and DMCA, but we are waiting for an agreement from the university. You must also remember, realize or understand that University of Limpopo, they might be closer, but I struggle to get them to work with us. I hope the people now that are pushing from the university will get us where we need to get. But if they are not in compliance or we are not finished by next week, I'll just go with DMCA only in terms of hydrogen power station. Thank you very much. And then we are going to CMCIA Park. CMCI, oh yes. First is we go to the warehouses. Remember that when we spoke in the beginning, we said all housing before we start building or we start doing anything inside is that it must be, all material must be produced at Ramolepo. When I'm talking about material, I'm talking about the ceilings, I'm talking about the roofing, I'm talking about the tiles, I'm talking about aluminium, I'm talking about windows, I'm talking about doors, I'm talking about etc. And all of them will be manufactured at our village. There is just a couple of companies like a Miriam Lidwaba with Econ. They will be assembling from us. We didn't agree. They don't believe in manufacturing. They believe in assembly, while we believe in manufacturing. But our president, Jelen, kept on saying, I can't win everything, so we are letting it go. They will assemble a concert at our village. And then we have Squeaky Clean. They're going to do the detergent, which is pine gel, black liquid dishwasher, the tissue. And then there's another company that is also going to be doing bicycles. They will be manufacturing bicycles from us. The bicycles to be used for delivery, food delivery in our village, for anything delivery within Ramolepo, and to be and for sales, etc. All our warehouses and like our industrial area, they come with a standard crèche for the workers' children. Remember that when a woman make a baby, 3 months later, they still want to give milk, whatever. So for now, we just say, you can go and give birth and next week start working. It's okay. You come with your child. There's a crèche there. We'll take off your child. If you want to give your child, please go and do that. Nobody will bother you until the child is 1 year old. Even when they are 1 year old, they'll continue. Go into our crèche near their mother's place. That means when their mother leaving the home in the morning, they'll go with their mother or their father. When they come back in the evening, they'll come back with them. When they want to see their children playing, they'll be able to see them because they are working in the same facility. It's similar to the CMCIA Park. It comes with a standard crèche for the workers' children. They all come with office space for the good brand because they have to sell all the material. And then it comes with an office space for Howling Transport Company because they are the one who's supposed to transport all this equipment out of the village or everywhere. They are the one who have exclusive transportation and courier services. And then at CMCIA industrial area, remember that every house, it comes with a standard fridge, a standard microwave, a standard egg boiler, a dishwasher, a kettle, a iron, whatever, a rice cooker. But the rice cooker is from a Japanese company. It's not from a Chinese company. So Mahona Jote, it means Mahona Jote electrical manufacturers. They're doing everything on that except the rice cooker. The rice cooker belongs to a company, a Japanese company. It's unfortunately I had to put there because it is part of electronics that had to be supplied. Mahona Jote is a collaboration between 3 Chinese company and CMC company. Their job is that they are already manufacturing fridge those companies. So my job was to put them together so that they can supply us. But to supply us, that means you have to manufacture or supply from our village. So our agreement with them in the first year, we will start with assembly at our village, and then the first homes will use fridge and dishwashers and the machine that are assembled at the village, not manufactured. But in the second year, everybody's not allowed to assemble, but to manufacture. Only Miriam Lidwaba with the aircon is allowed to continue with the assembly. Thank you. And then we are going to number 15, which is tourism and hospitality. We have by district, we 5-star hotel with 60 rooms motel, 100 bed 5-star, 30 beds 5-star, 3-star, 50 beds 3-star, 50 rooms hostel. And I'm going to say this: we are left with only 2 companies here. We don't have the hospitality group to provide for us with the hostel, and then with the 3-star apartment and with the 5-star apartment. So we still haven't had partners for those. But for the rest, we already have partnership. Remember that it's not our money. What we do is that we do provide land, and then all these people are bringing their own thing. So I don't have to spend anything. The only thing that we have to spend is the money that we have already spent in the beginning when we're doing the way live, we are doing the roads before anybody comes in, we are doing the lights, the street lights, we are doing the storage system before everybody comes in. Thank you very much. And then we have, oh yes, we're still talking about tourism. Is that if you know Hamulepo Dam, you know that area. Ne? In the whole front of Hamulepo Dam, I'm going to put white sandy beaches. If you have been to Bali, you know what I'm talking about. If you have been to
Light in Pretoria.
the blight in Pretoria, they have this mikukunyana
In Pretoria East.
Apparently, what I want to do, somebody's blight is already doing it, but I want to do those mikukwananyana, the randabulanyana around the dam, but in that front. But I'm going to put white sand. So I'm still trying to see where I can knock the white sand so that I can put it around the whole village, or the whole around the towards the off track towards the facilities that is already there, that is water treatment center. Next, we are doing red light district. When it comes to red light district, I always say we must stay away, because South Africans don't understand the red light district. I've seen red light district for the first time. I saw it in Japan, and I was lucky enough to see it also in Van Allen in Holland, and I was lucky enough to see it in Thai and in Kolo. So all the red light districts are different. In the one in Kolong in Thailand, it is more focused on prostitution, and then the one that is at Van Allen, even though there's a lot of prostitution, but it's much more predominant for cannabis. And then you got the one in Japan that is much more, I don't know, I should say IT or advanced, or I should say technologically advanced. It's way too different if you can see the one at Kabukicho. So what we are doing is that we are taking the technology that is in Kabukicho, and then taking the economy that is allowed in Holland. Remember that we are cannabis holders, license holders. We are allowed to do cannabis, and then they in their country they are not allowed to do cannabis. So what we agreed upon is that I gave the right for the whole red light district to a family, to one family, so that they can bring the same quality, or that they can bring the same things that they are happening in Kapukicho, they bring them to South Africa. It's the Yamamoto family. I got to know them from via an acquaintance who knows an acquaintance that we get there. Anyway, what we have agreed with them is that they are going to bring every type of building that is on the layout for the red light district, which hopefully one day I will share with you guys the layout for the red light district. And then we agreed that all the ladies who will be working at the night will be those ladies from Vietnam, Philippines, Laos, Brunei, Brazil, those people from poor country. I know that we as African, we think, or South Africa, we think that we are the only poor. These people are so poor, they go to those countries and do those things. We need the same qualities. And then it's very important that every time, because he's light in complexion, men have to struggle. I'm bringing those people who are light in complexion so that men doesn't have to beg no one. If they want to see somebody that they want, they can come to CMC 01 and come to the red light district and enjoy and go back home. And then we go down, number 18, we go to the schools. Oh, yes. Well, we are still on the red light district, is that we are the only one who can provide them with cannabis. We are the only one. We have a seed. A seed is Colombian. It belongs to a company called Canap. So they have already have the seed. I've been growing some of the seed, trying to grow it or harvesting, but it only do 3, 4, 5, 6 seeds. That's one of this genetically modified cannabis seed, and then it produces a lot of liquid, which is what we are looking for. But everything that will be done at the red light district will be cannabis based. So that means those people who are cannabis, who are producing cannabis, who are within our association, will be able to provide these people cannabis. That's all they want. Next, CMC schools. we are having three schools at our village. When we were starting, I agreed with the embassy that they will primary school will they will donate a primary school, a Japanese primary school. That means when they donate, they bring their teachers, they bring their everything. But the first language is Mandarin, then Sepedi becomes the second language, and English is the third language. So when in the beginning, I didn't think it's a problem. Even now, I don't think it's a problem because of the technology that they'll bring and the type of advancement that will be good for our kids. So I understand that people might have a problem that they now there's a school in Mandarin as first language. But you have to look at that way, that the type of education that will be providing there will not be in existence here. And then when they finish, we guarantee our kids our own job from our own thing. We don't have to go anywhere. And then when I was in high school, we were with Elder Kemet. His name was the late Dr. Edward Mitole. He was doing some sort of educational system for us that will be African-based, that will concentrate on mathematics, African spirituality, biology, mechanical, rocket, electrical engineering, computer science, finance, agriculture, and AI subjects. But he was doing, when he was responsible for from African Renaissance point or from that side into agriculture and stuff like that. But unfortunately, he passed away about 2-3 months ago without submitting to me. So I don't know how far. So I'm lost in that part. But if you know me, you know that I work on a true system way. So that means number one was always Dr. Mitolo, we're doing Dr. Mitolo. But second option is the, you know that if you have traveled, there's American school in Johannesburg, there's American school in Japan, there's American school at Adelaide, there's American school in Brisbane. So there will be American school at CMC 01. So that means the high school will be American. There's really nothing I can do unless somebody bring me a better system, or who's willing to invest and put their own resources there. There's really nothing I can do that. Plus, it's good for our kids. And then what is happening with is that what do you call? All the schools will have a clinic, like not really clinic, a medical room. So when a child is sick, having a headache, you don't have to go home or go to a doctor or go somewhere. Within the school, there will be a clinic for the children. If they want to sleep there, there'll be a room where they can sleep, so that our kids also understand that there are other ways, there are other options in living than what we are used to. So except those clinics in each and every school, there's also a drivers and learners. They will be part of the school curriculum. So everybody there will be able to drive. When they get to matric, everyone will have known how to drive as part of the school system, not paying extra money for your child to go and learn how to drive. No, that is included in the school, whatever. So your child, as long as they come to us, they don't have a problem. And children who will be studying in the schools, from CMC, as long as you have a home, there is free. When you are outside, you'll be paying top dollar to be part of our school system. Number 19, our health rights. All citizens will have one annual medical checkup for medical data. Not not annual, once a year. When when you buy a house, this is what you have to do. You do a medical checkup for yourself and for your family. Those medical checkup including anything from blood works, hepatitis or TB, AIDS, and all those kind of checkup, mental checkup, whatever, so that they can know if you need help. And the first one is free. So next time when you have a problem, they'll be able to check against your record when you were coming there if you had such problem. I don't know if you understand, but I'm quite certain you're getting. So, and every year you can go for treatment for anything that you want, but at least you will have your base of your medical, whatever, medical base. And then children born to citizen at CMC 01 or CMC Lifestyle Clinic will automatically have their stem cells kept frozen for 15 years. Why 15 years is because the stem cell cannot be kept for more than 16 years. And stem cell is to help you just in case your child has a problem with the heart or something, liver, cancer. It can you can regrow a liver, you can regrow apparently a heart also can regrow it from stem cell. I don't know how to do this, but
you can grow stems for leukemia.
You can cancer and blood work. So those type of things. So we want our kids to make sure that they are safe, they are secured. And then remember that we want them to finish school so that they can buy homes from us, they can live long, and so that they can pay us. They can buy homes from us. It is the right of the child to know their father. All children DNA will be made available to both parents for test. All fathers, all fathers are encouraged to perform DNA tests for free of charge. Remember, one of the problems that we're having in South Africa is a spiritual thing. Okay. So I bet the rice go to mo hospital. Ditwa fase papa tse bore mpye ke mpya ka lapeng la mani ye ke lapeng la mani. From the word go you know, when you get the thing spiritually from a child for a child is better. Plus lobo papa rena hona bjalo ba to tlhagala ka re ba to ba tse bore ba godisha mpya ma. So those are the things that advantages. I know for women can be another thing, but I think for men to be proper. And then number 20, Proudly African brand. As members of, you all know about Proudly African brand. I don't think we need to dwell much on here. As members of Proudly African brand, all companies residing at 01 should strive to employ 80% women, informal skills priorities given to single parents household, development guarantee 60% employment to qualified personnel from the communities. Each corporate enterprise will adopt one Molepo village. The African foreign employment is quotas exclusive to Angola, Zambia, Libya, and Tanzania. Investors are allowed to bring 20% workforce of their own from their own countries. Laza Group and Chilize are members companies have 20% allocation in terms of work staff. And then number 21, benefits. Okay, this changed. Okay. In the beginning, we Laza Group will pay 99 rent on a month-to-month to Molepo community for 109 hectares. 200 hectares for residential is outright buy. In the beginning, what they did for me is that at the end, on the 200 hectares, the government said they took 1.67, around 1.7 for the 200 hectares. So that means it doesn't go back. Remember that when people are give title, there's no way that that land that is residential, they can give it back. So the 200 hectares, we take it out of everything. So those who buy houses can be whatever, but the money will be shared by the beneficiary who you are seeing here, including the 30 villages, etc. And then for the 109 hectares, it belongs to Khoromente. It's basically the Molepo community contributed 159 hectares. The government contributed 187 hectares. So out of 187, I took 109 hectares from government and make commercial. The rest, I put it on that side for residential. So on that type for residential, I don't want to talk about the money to give us problems, especially those who don't know. As long as Molepo when they're happy with everything is fine. Afterlife CMC exclusive cemetery manager, janitor, undertaker. So our facilities are our mock will have cremation facilities, autopsy, prayer rooms, and cold room facilities. As long as you are staying at our village, even though in the funeral, all the rites are held at our afterlife cemetery, at our afterlife facilities. That means there's a place where they can stay for the whole week while and then there will not be any box. No, unless traditionally we have to do certain things that we will perform, that we need to perform. But the whole point, Kore, Mahu and everything to be in one area, it doesn't escape. And then on those, remember that I always say, and I'm always honest when it comes to the morgue and the facilities. Those ones, they belong to me. Ne? So that means mapokis kamuka au they are all the same. Agar matlapa. They are all the same. For people who are staying at 01, so they will not be paying, even including the burial. It's already included in everything. So the people from our side, they are allowed to buy they're allowed to buy what do you call? But they're allowed, they're allowed to buy burial site in our village. But also when they buy burial site, nobody can bury them. That means they have to use our own afterlife to bury them, and also they have to use our own services to bury their own people. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, all the what do you call, tombstone will have like a barcode where you just click your phone, you can see the life of the person who's normal, you know, whatever that will be played, you can even see the funeral of that person. So those are part of the things that we are doing for CMC 01 Village. We are hoping that everyone here can understand or now understand those questions that we got asked more. Again, unfortunately, I can't see the screen, but I will say, Avior, I think I went overboard by 13 minutes, and I apologize about this. I hope we are clear. Thank you very much.
I have a question.
Please ask.
With regard to the houses, you said
Yes.
standard refrigerator.
Mhm.
If I intend to buy, can I have a meeting or a discussion or a planning with the interior person to say I want a double door fridge instead of a standard?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. We have WOSCI group who are chosen to do that.
Okay. Then
But-
second one, will fiber
yes.
be provided or is still?
No, fiber is part of
process.
services. It's free services. It's like water and electricity. It's part of the bond, so you don't have to worry about that. So as long as you stay CMC 01, you'll also actually even also receive a SIM card. So that SIM card, we have our own network, so you can call anyone for free who has the same network or who stays at our village. So fiber, as long as even if you're at the park, you'll have it. As long as you are within our village, is free.
And buying gas is a thing of the past. No buying gas bottles.
It's the same.
Gas will be managed centrally. You will just have
So it's
piping in your house. So
It's
is gas.
gas stove. Okay.
Gas, anything gas related, you don't need to buy a gas bottle. It is managed centrally.
That means every house, when you get a house, you just plug in. There's a where you just plug in the gas. Just like you plug in the water, just like you plug in electricity, just on and off. So they are building. When you build a house, we already have those installed gas pipe, installed electricity pipe, installed fiber pipes, installed storage system, installed everything.
Noted. Thank you.
Any more questions? Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, you are encouraged. I know that some of my brothers are polygamists like me. So you are encouraged to say you have two number of wives. If you say two, I think Eric, you have already made those changes. I hope you have done. If you say two, number of wives is two. That means we are so you get two. You have an option of having two homes. So we encourage African male to marry our sisters and bring as their 3 wives, 4 wives. It's very good for Africa. It's very good for our children so that they can grow up in that spirit. So we are encouraging polygamy. We are encouraging you guys to buy homes from us. We are encouraging the good things that the universe has for us. Thank you. Why are you laughing, Melissa? You're fighting with me. Hey. You are encouraged for all your wives. Bring them. I know Hamalepo is not a strange thing to say somebody's a polygamist. Some of us are. So it's very encouraging that please buy for your wives, separate them. That it's not too expensive. Our homes will not be too expensive. Even with the fridges and the whatever and the fibers and the 7 quarters, it's still very cheap. Please get for your wives.
Eric, if we don't have any more questions from the floor, I think we can end the session. Thank you, everyone, for attending.